Hey, what's going on, friends and theme park fans? This is Silver Stix here for another Stix Top 6, where I count down the best and worst that theme parks have to offer. Alrighty folks, it's about that time of the year again, when the leaves start changing, the wind gets cooler, and the ghosts and ghouls of the underworld come out to play. Yes, it's Halloween time, everybody, and of course, as tradition follows at Walt Disney World, Mickey Mouse is throwing a huge Halloween celebration with all of his friends called Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And as usual, we're all invited. This year's event is actually going to be the longest in history, lasting on select nights from August 16th all the way to November 1st, and it's said to be bigger and better than ever before. So with all the excitement buzzing around in the air, I figured what better way to get everyone hyped up and prepared for this epic event than a countdown of the top 6 best experiences that Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween has in store for us. Now let's not waste any time with this one, let's get right into it. So to start off our list today, I wanted to mention a Disney Parks rule enforced to their guests, and that's that anyone over the age of 14 cannot dress up or cosplay at all. Generally, this is so people don't confuse cosplayers and Disney cast members, which makes perfect sense, but since it's the Halloween season and dressing up on Halloween is a tradition, on Mickey's Not So Scary nights, this rule is tossed right out the window, and guests of all ages are allowed to come dressed up as their favorite characters to show off around the park. And as long as your costume isn't obscene or cover your face, then you're all good. Personally, I've been thinking of going as Woody from Toy Story, and I just couldn't be more excited for it. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are planning on dressing up as this year as well. I'd love to know. Coming at you twice nightly and led each time by the powerful and elegant horseback ride through the Magic Kingdom streets by the legendary Headless Horseman, we have the true staple of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, Mickey's Boo to You Halloween Parade. Each and every year, this is a total must-see show. It includes all of your favorite Disney heroes and villains dressed up for Halloween, and this year they're actually set to feature some new, awesome-sounding floats, including an Incredibles float with Mr. and Mrs. Incredible and Edna Mode, followed by a Buzz Lightyear Alien Explorer float, which just sounds super cool to me, and finally, the Hitchhiking Ghosts actually have a new passenger on their ride float this year, the Spectral Bride, who glides amongst the waltzing spirits. Or so Disney's website says. And these are only a few of the amazing things you'll be able to see while watching this 20-minute parade route, so definitely don't miss out on it. I personally recommend going to the later parade, since there are 2 each night, because it tends to be a lot lighter on crowds, so you'll most likely be able to get a better sight of the parade itself, and also, that frees up basically every ride during the first parade, so you're able to get a quick ride through on Space Mountain, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Haunted Mansion, literally anything. Take my word for it. Alrighty folks, Mickey's Not So Scary is a nighttime event, and what would a nighttime event at a Disney park be without some fantastic nighttime shows, am I right? Well, don't you worry your little heads off, Disney delivers in full with the yearly show, Hocus Pocus Villain Spelltacular. Say that 3 times fast. Which has the Sanderson sisters attempting to put a spell on all the guests in the park with the help of some of the greatest villainous masterminds Disney has to offer, like Dr. Facilier, Oogie Boogie, and Maleficent, just to name a few. And this show is complemented amazingly with dancers, visual effects, and plenty of other insane effects to keep everyone on their toes. And coming this year, there's actually a new nighttime show premiering called Mickey's Not So Spooky Spectacular, and from what's been revealed so far at the time of recording this, Jack Skellington will be the host of the show, and it will feature fireworks, state-of-the-art projections, lasers, and lights. So it's definitely bound to be one heck of a show, and you'd be crazy to miss out on either of these shows during your time at the party. Right, so what happens when you get hungry during the party? You can't just be expected to eat candy all night, right? Oh no, fear not my friends, there's food at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, and it's almost as perfect as the event itself. For example, in the Main Street Confectionery, you can find a wide assortment of delicious Halloween-themed treats from cookies, to brownies, to cupcakes. There's at least one thing or another that'll interest just about anyone's taste buds in here. And besides just sweet treats, if you're looking for a proper hot meal, you can also head over to Be Our Guest, Cinderella's Royal Table, the Crystal Palace, and the Plaza Restaurants, all of which will be open and all of which are great, delicious choices. However, I would definitely recommend getting a reservation beforehand just in case, because they are all very popular choices as well, just like they are during the daytime. I should also mention that there are separate ticket events you can be a part of, like the Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular Dessert Party in the Plaza Garden or the Tomorrowland Terrace, which costs $69 plus tax for an adult and $41 plus tax for a kid ages 3 to 9. Or there's Cruella's Halloween Hideaway in Tony's Town Square for adults ages 21 and up, which will feature more gourmet foods, beer, wine, etc., and that'll cost you $99 plus tax. I'd say they both sound really cool for sure, and if you have the money, I would definitely recommend it, but there are still a plethora of other food options throughout the party for you to dine on regardless of your ticket. Mickey wouldn't let his guests go hungry after all, am I right? Let me ask you guys an easy question. What's the best time of day to ride any attraction at Walt Disney World? Nighttime, right? It's just the best feeling. It adds a little bit of intensity, fear, and there's usually extra lights or effects that are hidden away during the daytime. And during those moments, you might stop and ask yourself, geez, how could this get any better? Well, Mickey's Not So Scary has the answers for you. Say hello to their Halloween ride overlays. Space Mountain gets all of its lights turned off completely so you can take on the coaster in complete darkness, and yes, it is as terrifying as it sounds. The Teacups get some awesome fog, strobe lights, and Halloween tunes that play overhead to create one incredibly lively experience. Pirates of the Caribbean gets actual actors in the queue and throughout the ride playing pirates on the search for the dastardly Gunpowder Pete. But of course that storyline is subject to change at any point. And finally this year, Disney's adding Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor to their lineup of Halloween-themed attractions, so prepare for some ghoulishly good times with that one as well. I think my favorite part about these overlays is how different each of the attractions are from one another, so regardless of age, personality, or anything in between, Disney is gonna make sure anyone and everyone has a great time at this party. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what's the first thing that instantly comes to your mind when you hear the word Halloween? I would assume most people's answer would probably be trick-or-treating. That's what I think of at least, and unfortunately being a 20-year-old man with no kid, I can't really trick-or-treat too comfortably anymore. But luckily at Mickey's Not So Scary, while you're already dressed up feeling 10 years younger, you can hop into any of several different trick-or-treat paths after grabbing your treat bag, and prepare to get an absolute boatload of candy. And I mean, your treat bag gets pretty flippin' heavy. It's a ton, honestly. And the trick-or-treat paths can sometimes go through attractions like Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, Mickey's PhilharMagic, and Splash Mountain, just to name a few. And these paths are just a ton of fun to walk through for guests of any age. And I mean, how can you turn down candy? Come on. Alrighty, boils and ghouls, that's going to about wrap up our Stix Top 6 Best of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video around. It'd mean a lot and help out a ton. Also, leave in the comments what you guys' favorite part of the party is so we can start a conversation down there. And as I mentioned in the last video, if you want to support the channel, you can visit ko-fi.com/silverstix. Right now our goal is to get a new microphone, so if you want to help me and the channel out and get a shout out in the process, that's the best way to go about it. The link will be in the description as well. But anyway folks, with all that out of the way, this is your ghost host Silver Stix signing out. I hope you have a great rest of your day, mortals. Oh, and don't forget to watch out for hitchhiking ghosts on your way out. Peace.